Hey everybody, just doing some a test video to upload to YouTube. Reloading the 5.7 by 28 FN cartridge on my LoadMaster. Like I said, this is a test video. Nothing real extraordinary going to happen here. Just to give you a little stats on what I'm doing. I'm using Autocomp 5.4 grains. It's getting reliably dumped through the LoadMaster. I don't know if you can see it, but my powder charge die here is going to be a 45 ACP die with a 223 drop inside of it. You do have to do some fiddling to get it to reliably cycle. You got to bring the die up a lot more. It doesn't contact the shell plate or anything like that. It's way up in there because you just want it to basically kiss the top of the case when it comes to the top of the stroke and drop the powder in. It's not like the regular dies. It's jerry-rigged, but it works great. Haven't had an issue with it yet since I've started doing it. And if you want to see, just drop some powder on this one. We can see what the grain load is when we test it here. 5.4 grains. Exactly what I want. Like I said, this is a test video. But I'll give you a basic overview of some of the dies here. First off, I have a Lee 5.7 by 28 resizing decapping die. I resize and decap on this station. Second station is a Hornady 5.7 by 28 FN, which you can see right there. Resizing die. Move my light over so you can see there. But the decapping pin is removed. It still resizes and expands the case neck on this station for the powder charge die. The reason I do it that way is because with the Lee presses, the second station does your priming. You have to have a die in that second station to center the brass, regardless of whatever caliber you're reloading. Or what happens is you'll start getting flipped primers not seating properly, all types of bad stuff happening, and you're going to end up wasting primers. So if you want to, I've seen guys completely remove the decapping rod and resizing portion right here and just go with an empty die. You can do that, but I find it personally, at least on the rifle calibers, more reliable if you keep the expander ball in there. It's just the way I prefer to do it. Third station again is my powder charge die. Real quick, 45 ACP die body with a 223 drop ball. I'm not sure of the specific name. I use as you can see, I use an adjustable charge bar there too. Fourth station is going to be my Hornady bullet seating die. I like these dies. I also have a Lee bullet seating die. I just prefer the Hornady. One of the major reasons is because the Hornady's got this little piece right here that actually guides the projectile into the correct seating position. So it centers it before it even starts to push it down. So I don't have to do all the centering when I'm trying to get the projectile down. I just think it's more reliable. It's just something that I like. And the fifth station is a CH4D 5.7 Crimp Die. Love the Crimp Die. It helps the rounds cycle more reliably. What I found without a Crimp Die on the 5.7 round is that I was having my bullets by my PS90. I was having the projectiles push further in the case as I was shooting. And then I was, it wasn't not firing, but I was losing accuracy. Crimp Die, for me, because I shoot the PS90, is essential. I love it. And these are all my rounds. So far today, I haven't had any issues. Every once in a while, I'll get a flip primer, or I'll get a primer that doesn't seat at all, or it doesn't drop a primer. What I found is back here on the primer tray, if you're not paying attention, perfect. It's like it is now. There are no primers dropping in because the primers have clogged up in the actual tray. So what you got to do is pay attention to this every once in a while, maybe once every 5 to 10 rounds. Pay attention, because what happens is when you don't get enough primers in that drop going down, there's not enough pressure to push the primer down when it comes back, when that bar comes back. So just to rectify this issue, every 5 to 10 rounds, if you have it, just give it a quick tap and they'll drop in right there. Quick fix, nothing major. Most of the time it doesn't happen. You don't need to ever touch this, especially when you get to maybe 50 primers. It's usually pretty reliable. It's just think it's the weight of the because you have more primers in there. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message and I'll try to respond. Again, this is my first video. I'm not going to be going into too much depth of anything. Hopefully I explained everything. If you guys have any questions, like I said. One more last thing. I got the tray. Since Lee doesn't directly make a tray, I got it on eBay from a buyer who makes this shell plate. Shell plate works great. Haven't had an issue with the shell plate at all. All right.